What's Arcana on the bot lane? He's got his blink. He may actually be able to get this kill. 1k HP though, it's a lot to get through. Just thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna go for it. Is this enough? Got the Tempest double. He has the bubble as well, but no, not even needed. He actually lives despite the tree toss.
That looked a bit awkward. I think he could have hit him a few more times before he had to use his spells there. And now he's going to have to leave the area quite quickly. But this opens up some space. You see both Bane and Viper move down to this bot lane. It means that Gyro can farm top. It means that mid can be farmed out by Rubik, who's getting close to his Blink Dagger, who's actually doing rather well considering how poor this laning phase went.
Yeah, 1,600 gold saved up for Katsar.
Some nice defensive wards available, and Jurax is left kind of alone here.
Well, S4's here now as well. He's picking up Elise in the meantime, but he's caught in the Static Storm now. The Air Splitter going off. Jarek's going to go for the TP. Exotic Gear cannot stop him, so it looks like he will get out in time. S4 has a Drain Coil still. Not going to make a blow. He might. He wants to. Can he catch him? Maybe. No, he does catch Rubik, though.
He does have Orb Stolen, though, so... Wait, hold on.
S4's dead.
He might be okay. He has max phase shift.
Okay, never mind. Got a heals. And a blink. He's good. Okay. Oof.
Hey, Nisha and Patos kill the Viper and bot lane, so this Viper's starting to fall off. It needs to get that BKB. When you start dying like this on Viper, it really feels bad because that hero is meant to play. It's like a lot of other heroes. It's meant to play from ahead. That's its goal. And when you start dying like that, and you give the gold that you earned so hard in that laning phase back, it feels bad.
A great sleep setup from Jarek's right here. At least Rubik is dead. Fiend's Grip to lock down the Gyrocopter, but he got the call down, and it's going to be stopped as Patos jumps in as well. So Fly, he's having to deal with that. Jarek's off to the side, so both supports definitely falling victim. Patos going to toss in to secure the kill on a Bane eventually. Yeah, Arc Warden and Puck weren't really in the area. They were already falling back, basically, at that point.
Yep, this is taking fights in the enemy woods. Puck used Dream Core, had to get away, and then you try and take a fight again. It gets more difficult because one team is fighting with the one position and the other team isn't. Notail is farming his boots of travel, he's farming his own woods, which is all well and good, but the other team's got a Gyrocopter who's doing all of this nuke damage. It means that these supports on OG are starting to suffer a little bit. You compare them with Rubik. Rubik's got almost Blink Dagger, and it's just OG not really able to take advantage of their lead right now. They can keep it, but they can't extend it.
He had a hell of a clockwork game earlier in the first series of the day, and doing so here once again on Puck. As far as his early impact, gets away here.
Doing everything right. He's going for the Lincolns as well for that Glimpse and Rubik lift. Needs to stay alive because he is the highest net worth hero, and him starting to die would be very, very bad indeed. He's not going to group up. Oh, he didn't get here in time for the smoke, but he's going to join them nonetheless. Patos is just going to... almost saw it.
That would have been clutch, but doesn't look like they can. Arc Warden is busy farming top lane, though.
Rubik is going to fade bolt this.
Steal the orb. Yeah. This is over there. Can't really do much about it right now. Elisa, though, takes a Viper strike, and that's a dead Disruptor. But at what cost for Viper? Turn is happening. I see multiple Lucifer orbs going through. One from Rubik, one from the Puck, and now Notel's here on top of this. Astral Imprisonment puts himself under the Air Splitter, pulls him right back into a Meteor Hammer, though. And the Fiend's Grip locking down OG on top of an Echo Stomp. It's a wombo combo galore in favor of OG. They lost the Viper, but they're going to win this battle. Absolutely. Wow. 5 for 1. Looking good for OG there.
That was just a singular Meteor Hammer. Just wait until there's 2.
Yeah.
He didn't even have the ulti up there. But now he's going to hit this tower. Well, it's a bit underwhelming, the Arc Warden right-click damage right now, I'll admit, but he's going to Meteor Hammer this, and then he's going to ulti, and then go farm a lot more. Because he's starting to take off, you see, 9k versus the 6.5k at the Gyro. The lead now opening up to 7k gold after that team wipe. I think once OG have a lead, it's quite hard for them to lose it in this game because they can push out the waves so clearly. They will have the advantage in map control and vision. As you can see, they took this time to place these aggressive wards, one on this shrine here. Map control and a farm advantage.
There, look at that tower melting away. Gotta say, the Meteor Hammer is definitely doing work, and so is that Catapult. Almost kills it, actually. But back to the middle lane. Patos trying to turn on to Jerax. Is he too fast, though? The Astral Spirit, yep. He is a little too fast.
Oh, S4 looking for the go.
Oh, big Dream Coil right there on 3 heroes from S4. Secures at least Disruptor. Gonna get Rubik for sure. Tiny does make his way out of here, but S4 just keeping the initiation strong. Patos, nope, phase shift, pretty good. Sets up a sleep, actually, and Mad's gonna come in with that Viper Strike. Tiny delaying the inevitable with the Astral Imprisonment, sending these Eclipse coming out, not the most damage. Another Fiend Script locking him down. It's like he just went through this damn thing. He goes down as well. It is just all momentum for OG right now at this point in the game. 8,000 net worth.
Gyro too. Okay, he's barely going to get away maybe. They have the Yaws in the puck, but he's not going to get in range, so Exotic Day will make his way out of there, but another Meteor Hammer going to be slamming down on that tier 3. There we go. So Nisha comes in with a save for that Tiny, but was it really worth it?
No.
Was it really worth it?
Radiant's top tower
it was
under
not.
attack.
Now the BKB finished on Viper, the Meteor Hammer and Boost Travel ready, and 2k gold on No Tail, so he might want to buy some other items now.
That's what I was just thinking. He already has 2,000 more gold again. Jeez.
S4 also getting very close to that Lincoln, so killing this puck is going to be very difficult without the perfect Tiny combo into Disruptor ulti.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Elder Titan making his way to the bottom lane to farm up there, but Patos, he might take advantage of that. Just continuing to hunt for any kind of kill he can get with his Echo Saber now. Over Jerax. Unless he exposes himself. Could be fine. Oh, Patos looking to find him.
Very scary.
Yeah, knows he's in the area, but cannot actually find exactly where. So, no go there.
OG keeping these 2 aggressive wards up. They see so much, and Elder Touch will get one of them, but the other one will see Nisha farming away in his own woods. He is now going Trench Drum BKB because playing OD versus Puck versus all this without BKB is impossible.
Meteor Hammer on Arc Warden's legit. I mean, just the little bit we're seeing of this with the push and everything, it's actually pretty ridiculous. That Tempest double, he pushes tier 2 top easily.
I just think the ease at which you can take buildings with it is just so nice.
Yeah.
It also means like you don't feel like obliged to kind of run in. You just drop the Meteor Hammer when you can. We'll see what he... Okay, he's going straight Hex as well, so... They're just going to disable this OD as much as possible. And maybe he gets his BKB off, but still, you can just get Hex off before the BKB and then OD's just dead up.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Get that Aegis. Gonna give it up to S4, actually, interesting. So Puck gets it. That's a little curious. I mean, he's got the Lincolns now with the Yules. Like, Puck should not die, feels like, but...
I guess that like Viper's already got the BKB, and they really just don't want the Puck to die because Puck can just... There is a Disruptor and there is a Tiny, so Puck can explode.
He is 8-0 and 11 as well, so he's giving a lot of gold up if he does die.
What's Nisha doing? Nisha's just sitting there spamming Astral on himself.
Dancing, yeah. Looks kind of funny. So S4 pushing out bottom. I mean, Tiny's nearby, but as we just talked about, he has the Aegis, so do you really want to go for the blow up here? Oh man, they are so close to each other. They did not know that. Well,
yeah,
Tiny does.
Patos is just hiding. He doesn't want to be found now. He's TPing out.
Drink Coil, go! No. A random Drink Coil, that would have been.
No Tails, just Meteor hammering top lane out. No, this is just... Yeah. Okay, he opted for the Shadow Blade, so he will actually be able to right-click a decent amount. Oh, the Arcane Rune as well.
Right.
So he'll be able to ulti with that as well, so...
The wages of fear.
Running over to mid. Gonna drop the Meteor Hammer there too, probably.
God, Puck is already level 18 on top of his crazy farm. So, level 20 is coming quickly. That Illusory Orb speed is going to be kicking in. Top lane, Jerax. He's a distraction. He's not getting out of this one, though. Avalanche connects, and now he just has to keep running and delay as much as he can, which is not long. But bottom lane, a little bit of push happening because...
Yeah, S4's just pushing up to the tier 3. He has no fear. Alright.
Tempest double. Get the Meteor Hammer off, go! No, dead. Could not use it in time. But you can just tell the map controls, of course, well in favor of OG right now. They're just completely choking out KINGUIN.
These wards and the combination of the lanes being pushed in means it's like a ring of vision now. It's just so hard for Kinguin to leave their base without being spotted. Okay, S4's just he doesn't want to do anything with that. He's not messing with them. Katsuo has to be careful. And here's the meteor hammer.
There you go. Rubik, he was trying to deal with the Tempest double, but instead meteor hammer goes down, and you see the tower already taking some good damage from it. Every time a meteor hammer happens, it feels like it's like 20% of the tower life goes away.
How much is it? It's like 150 channels over 6 seconds. Alright. That's a lot of damage.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so it just does 375 damage on the building. That's a lot. Okay.
And then factor in obviously 2 of them within the case of Arc Warden. Yeah, it's no wonder.
Someone needs to buy a pipe and pipe those buildings.
Yeah.
It has to be done.
That's the counterplay.
Actually, there are the 2 things that deal magic damage to buildings in this game. The Viper, who can do poison attack effects buildings, and you've also got the Meteor Hammer. So
Viper, by the way,
game to pipe the building.
The Halberd as well as the BKB. So he's just that really annoying target that if you want to focus fire him, it's not the easiest to do.
Yeah, he's got the not die build, which honestly, he doesn't really need to do much else.
Oh, S4. Oh, that's a good thing he has the Aegis, although he does have a Yule still as well. He puts a Dream Coil down. There's the Yules. He'll be fine for now. Katsuo, he's dealing with Viper in the meantime and not doing a good job of it. He's going to take down the Nether Toxin. S4 is going back in. He's going YOLO plays. The Link is going to be popped right there. Wants to take out OD. Not enough damage, however. Going to make his way back to the fountain. Managed to live. Meanwhile, No-Tail's pushing mid. With his new Orchid, by the way. And there's the Meteor Hammer.
I like that he's opted for a bit more damage in this build. Oh, I think he is going to lose all of his HP.
Oh god, he's going to kill Gyrocopter almost. The Echo misses back down here though. Nisha's running in, going full throttle towards Bane. But guess what? It's a Fiend's Grip again, however. It's going to be stopped by the Glimpse immediately this time. And Fly Nightmare just trying to live as long as he can. Does a pretty good job of that. S4 getting low, has an Aegis worst case. Sanity's Eclipse coming down, phase shift was activated though, so S4 he's going to be fine for now. Toss, nope, he pumps the Eels, he'll be good. Jerax running away. Meanwhile, while this is happening, No-Tail is pushing that middle lane during all of this. Elder Titan does go down, but S4 another Dream Coil used. Looking back at the middle, No-Tail, he's going to get a kill onto Disruptor. Back over here with S4, Nisha. Having to be careful as the Avalanche connects onto S4. Centaur here as well trying to assist. That's a neutral. Patel's beating down Puck though. Back over to No-Tail. He actually does end up dying. They did finally focus their attention on him. And they take him out.
No-Tail was like sitting there watching his clone like kill Rubik, and then he just kind of ran in and then ran into 3 heroes and died. So I don't know if he's paying full attention to where his actual hero was, but that's unfortunate. But so they lose the Viper, they don't lose the Puck, and they lose the Arc Warden. So a lot of gold going back, but they do get the tier 3 in mid, and the tier 3 on bot is also half HP. So what is it going to be? I don't really see any reason for them to not just keep sieging, honestly. Although Tiny does have Shadow Blade and Blink now. He can burst someone. In fact, he might just kill Fly right here, right now.
He is going to for sure.
Whack. Eventually.
Toss him into the Rubik.
Must be dreaming.
Oh, Katzer got it.
Whoops.
I was meant to have this.
Not much you can do about that. Just have to accept it. S4, though, again, still has not technically died. He's 8-0-11 still.
Yep.
Just help him with that.
I guess
Viper.
that's mean nothing.
Viper's a different
Man's
story.
Gonna get... Maybe... No, you can't do anything to him.
Yeah, Viper's a little different.
Viper. He's a bit tanky. Okay, there's a smoke coming out, so it's just these 3. Tiny will probably... Who can they look for here? OG grouped up already. No-Tail's on the other side of the map. I don't really know if there's anything they can get here. They're just going to sit behind the OD.
I'll say Tiny's definitely had a huge impact here for the Dire team, and why Kinguin is, if anything, still kind of in this. His initiations have been strong, and, you know, this scouting throughout the map and finding picks has been important. He's had
to be successful. He was the one who got the farm in the laning phase. He was the one that they were helping out the most. So if he didn't do this, then I'm pretty sure things would be in a dire situation. And he's going to be waiting for Fly to walk up his high ground, but he's just going to walk away right as Fly walks past. So missing out on that pickoff.
Meanwhile, Odell is beating down the top shrine. So, see ya. 32 minutes
Radiant's
in, no
bottom
top
tower
shrine.
is under attack.
Also, that nullifier is being worked on. He has the Helm of the Iron Will, still needs the big component. Sacred
They're going
Relic.
to work on sieging top. Puck has the Shivas complete, putting the Radiance in the quick buy.
Jeez.
That's how working towards that nullifier. I'm sure someone's going to push out this bot lane, but they don't really need to go back because they
Radiant's
can just TP
bottom
the Arc
tower
Warden there.
is under attack.
And suddenly the lane is fixed.
OD pops a BKB to TP out. And without Bane being there, he gets out.
That is a 9-second BKB being used for that though.
Yeah.
And now as a result, there's no Roche to take here, but maybe they go for some smoke play. Or maybe they'll just keep pushing out these lanes. Seems like the safe course of action.
Counter warding happening. Nisha finding any more farm he can. Working on an MKB actually. We talked about all this evasion coming out. So MKB will help with that, of course. Still a little bit before that's happening though. And that's if he can see in this ground.
This is the kind of game though where it's like the net worth difference has stayed fairly constant, but it's like as the game gets later, the actual difference in like percentage code, like it decreases, you know. So now as Jarrow's got his BKB, oh, he's got BKB Butterfly. Okay, Jarrow's actually quite fun. And if you think about it, how well these different heroes use net worth, it's like a Gyro with BKB Butterfly is probably going to be more useful than this Arc Warden in fights.
Speaking of him,
Look, but
they're
he
pinging him
coils him
out.
blind.
He finds him. They knew that he's in the area. They do hit, but he's still running. S4 is like, I can't do anything more. Patos blinks down, and he actually TPs out. Great escape.
Thing about Tiny with Puck is like you can coil him, but he's just going to walk out, and you don't even stun him at all.
Yeah.
It's like half a second or something.
Status resistance, man.
I love it.
Pretty
It's
good.
great.
Another Heaven's Halberd. Elder Titan gets one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just more stuff.
Dire's
They've got
bottom
2
shrine
chances to
is
get
under
the
attack.
Halberd on that OD for BKBs. Same for the Gyro as well. So they do that, and then no damage is coming out of this Dire team other than the Tiny.
Is he actually going Radiance, by the way, on Puck?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a legitimate thing, especially with this
Dire's
much farm.
bottom shrine is under attack.
It's pretty
Mad?
nice.
Pops the BKB for this. The break goes up, but the BKB in reaction for
Dire's bottom
Patos.
shrine has
So
fallen.
now OG has to decide if they want to fight this or not. They do not have S4 here, so that's should be a crucial in the decision making. And Mad's going to be glimpsed back in and dead, and that will be it. So good
You
catch
can see
from Penguin.
This could be the beginning of a tale of Viper sliding down that net worth graph. He was sitting near the top, and now he's moving towards the bottom. He's only above that OD now. And Nisha is starting to farm a bit more as well.
Hotel, Tempest double. He's trying to kill off Rubik. I don't think it's going to be enough
Does
though.
so much damage. Once he gets that nullifier, he's going to be a threat to pretty much everybody.
Nice Nightmare from Katsor. He stole the Nightmare, and he keeps himself alive because of that. S4 thought he had the free finish. He did not, though. Fiend's Grit, meanwhile, down here, locking down. But Astral Imprisonment puts under Tiny. Allows Patos to walk away for now. S4, though, Shivas can't find Tiny. Instead, he goes for O2. You can actually see. Patos is nearby, though, as we see. Blinks in. In fact, but the phase shift reaction from S4. He avoids it. The Illusory Orb forward. And he is going to jaunt towards it, actually.
Well, toss from Tiny, but... Oh,
He's
That's
trying
what's getting
to
run about the
still
place.
glimpse. I know it's... God, Puck is just literally all over. There we
Dire's
go.
top
There we
tower
go.
is under
Meanwhile,
attack.
it's No-Tail pushing in more towers.
Meteor Hammer.
With that meteor.
And now he's got the nullifier, so he is a threat. But who is he a threat to? Who's going to push out these waves? He has the Shadow Blades, so there is a sentry sitting top lane to help this Gyro out. In fact, they've sentryed half of their own jungle, or pretty much the entirety of it. So trying to avoid leaking deaths to this Arc Warden.
I was meant to have this.
Copter falling back before anyone would catch him. And Rubik, clutch play earlier with that Nightmare that he stole and still has it currently. May need to come into play here as No-Tail. This is the real one. Nope, that's a fake one. Good old Shadow Blade. Wasn't sure.
God, that's terrifying to play against. Once he gets like another damage item, be it Bloodthorn or... Oh, he's actually going for the gem. Okay.
Huh, okay. Gem. I mean, Tiny's been an issue with that Shadow Blade especially, so.
Yep, Tiny's
Thing
now
for him.
got a large amount of burst damage. Tiny's still... He's the second most farm core on KINGUIN.
Roshan's up. He's been around for a little bit. OG thinking about it, at least controlling the area.
Now going for another sweep. He's looking for a kill. Who's he going to catch? He's going to catch Katsor.
Fire. Disruptor, though, committing a static storm for this. That's not going to work.
Now they're going to go for this Roshan.
Yeah.
I mean, Puck's getting very close to that Radiance. He's almost got it. 100 gold remaining. He's going to have it now. So we might actually be seeing like a rapid-fire Dream Core game from this Puck because he's going for that right click a bit.
True.
That talent is surprisingly effective. Although Tiny will just walk out and move. Everyone else will have to stay there for a bit. But they do have BKBs though.
But then you're not getting 420 gold per minute.
Yeah, that is a bit of a downside.
That feels bad.
Okay, that's a lot of Wraiths. That's an alarming number of Wraiths.
Wow. What on earth? That seems unnecessary. Just in case. The trap, it's like a minefield. Gyrocopter, Lincoln's almost finished on him.
Oh, there's a DD rune top, so whoever wants to claim that may do so. There's also an Aghanim's coming out on the Viper. With this Radiance, with this Ags, they have tools needed to do something. But what is it they're going to do? They're just going to push in all the lanes. They're drawing the arrows. They're circling. Okay, guys, they might be here, so push in these 2 lanes. These calls coming out from Fly. You can see it on the mini-map.
And make their way up top. So, no tail. The Illusion, or the Tempest Double, is going to die off there. But the real one's coming in. And here we go, Puck. That Radiance finished indeed. Double damage rune. Oh my god, he's hitting hard right now.
Now it's up to Tiny to be the initiation here. They don't really have any other source of initiation. Like, he's the only one who can stop the push.
He just like two-shot the Rubik. The auto attacks right there, so easy kill. And Rubik staying dead for 50 more seconds. Notel sends in the Tempest Double, goes after OD. OD's in trouble. He's muted up Curly with the Orchid, the burn after the fact. The sleep does connect. He will end up going down. He does have a buyback though. Uses it immediately. Jerax, he gets out with a nice 4-staff play. OD wants something out of this. S4 though, he's a little tricky. John's away. He still has the Aegis, remember. Notel
just go back in.
Is back in ready. Tempest Double in 5 seconds. Yeah, why not? S4 just jumps in again. Even if he dies, he's going to come right back up. Fiend's Grip again, locking down OD throughout the BKB. He can't do a damn thing. He lays down the hammer after the fact, but a dieback on him. And OG going statement mode now. They're trying to finish the game right here, right now, it feels like.
I think they will just be able to. They still have this Lincoln, they still have the Shiva. There's just so much stuff. It's so hard to right click, especially with the BKBs down.
Radiance Puck doing damage, killing out the middle racks. Patos, last-ditch effort, jumps on a bank, can't even kill him though. The Drain Coil locking out Gyrocopter as well. He snaps it, he's dead for 90. Expect those GGs any second now from Kinguin.
There's just too much damage, they can't really fight into this. Gyro's dead, Odie's dead. Meteor Hammers are slamming down. Oh, S4 might, no, he's gonna be fine.
He's fine. Just when you think you have a chance, not so much. GG is called and it's official. OG taking game 1 here against Kinguin. A great team effort across the board, but S4, yeah, the great clockwork game earlier, like I said. He carries here in a sense on Puck as well. Fantastic play out of him especially.
Yeah, he just went the right build. He's like, well, if I'm Puck, then I don't need to burst anyone. I can just buy Shivas and a Radiance, and I can just jump around a bit. And then maybe when I get a DD, I'll kill Rubik a few times, and that'll be the prompt to start winning the game. So, pretty flawless game from him. Arc Warden showing some Meteor Hammer. I wasn't really sure about it, but it ended up working out.
Yeah. It's one of those, yeah, you just never really know. But honestly, from the little bit we saw of it, definitely could see that as a very viable pickup for the hero in future games with him. But Puck, again, top damage in the game even. And 12-0-2. 12-0-12, excuse me. Impressive stat line for him. But OG, again, team effort as well. And they take the first game over Kinguin. So Kinguin, we're cut out for them. We'll see what they can respond with. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Ryan Dota. You're tuning into the MDL European coverage. Game number 2 of our semifinals here. Coming up next, we'll be right back.
Radiant team ban.
All right, welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are, game number 2. We have OG versus Team Kinguin, and OG up 1-0 in this best of 3. This is a semi-final matchup again for the MDL European qualifier coverage. OG on the verge, trying to get to the grand finals, which will be a best of 5 in a matchup against Mad Lads. Kinguin focusing on just getting to a game 3 at this point. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Rhyme Dota once again. We got a first pick, Elder Titan. That's been a OG specialty as of late.
Kinguin respond with the Bane and the Furion. Okay, so they're playing at the Furion in the first phase. That's a bit brave, but against the ET, and ET is not the strongest hero to deal with Furion. But, I mean, he does benefit a bit from the trees, but it's not that much.
10 seconds remaining.
So, OG generally could probably just want to pick up another 5 position. That's probably pretty nice here. Disruptor, maybe. Oh, they pick up the Tiny. Okay, so taking that in the first phase as well. Off lane is possibly being shown off here already.
Yeah, on both sides, as you mentioned. I mean, it's one of those cases that doesn't have to be, but as how the Euro has usually played. So you'd expect.
Yeah, we know that the Furion is pretty definitely going to be. Well, it's going to be in a side lane. Actually, no, they play almost every day, don't they? It's Kinguin, so I believe we saw ages ago versus Newbie. It was a safe lane Furion versus a Panda, and it was Exotic Deer versus KP, and I believe it was something like 30 and 28 was the CS score at like 5 minutes for the Furion, and like 3 and 0 for the Panda. It was like the most one-sided lane I've ever seen. So I doubt something similar is going to happen here, because I think people realize now how to make sure that doesn't happen. But yeah, that was eye-opening when I thought that Furion was pretty bad, but Kinguin make him work.
Yeah. Well, hoping to show us here how it works. Gonna get that game 3, but the bans to follow, and Team Kinguin's now, it's almost as if that Tiny threw them for a loop. Maybe they too were expecting a support hero pick there, but instead it's Tiny, and now they're thinking, all right, what the hell do we ban then?
OG's turn
banning
to
out Death
ban.
Prophet. That seems to be what Mad has had
Radiant
quite a lot of
team
success with.
ban.
I would probably still ban out the Disruptor if I were them, but I think they're probably going to spend it on core heroes they're more worried about. Now, what are we looking at? Lifestealer's banned out by instead of OG, but obviously helps the Tiny out. Also, Lifestealer's very good against ET. So, this ban from Kinguin,
10 seconds
it could be almost
remaining.
anything, but if we're looking towards Mad's heroes, then maybe a
5
Viper ban, maybe a
seconds
Dragon
remaining.
Knight ban, something like that. He favors those kind of things.
Yeah, so again, thinking about that already with the Death Prophet taken away, but yeah, like I said, and we saw it even last game, of course, he has been playing a lot of Viper.
Oh,
for OG.
Visage is quite nice here as well. I mean, he's pretty nice versus Bane because you can cancel the grip with bursts and so on and so forth. You always have stuns to deal with the Furion. You don't take much damage as well. So maybe banning out the Visage would be a good idea, because I can easily see them doing like a mid Visage on the side of OG, especially with this opening.
Puck ban. Let's say that's I mean, that's a good one, right? Even though they have a Tiny already, and it's just the S4
Radiant
Puck.
team pick.
Yeah,
probably
thing about it is Tiny can go in any lane. He can be 1 roll, 2 roll, 3 roll, 4. He can have his pretty much every single roll. He picks up his tree and starts smacking people. But he's nice as a 1 because you can get like Sanjin Yasha Shadowblade and be very scary. Okay, the Raze pick up. So Kinguin really going for the laning phase here. I believe we saw this previously. I think it was Excalibur's team. They went with like the Razor Omni Knight first 2. And again, they were picking Razor into unknown matchups. So Razor could be up against whatever, but they seem to think that they can make sure he gets a good lane.
Yeah.
Radiant team pick.
Hello, G.
Witch
Doctor. He's very nice, both versus the Razor and also he's good against the Furion. He can actually zone him a bit, but mostly against the Razor because the Maledict plus Death Ward combo is just for Razor, which is the hero that just kind of wants to run in. Like, unless you have a BKB, surviving that is unlikely.
OG's turn to pick.
Keeper of the light.
This is a bit of a departure from the normal Kinguin playstyle.
Sure is. And interesting thing with Connell is usually we'll see him maybe as more of the aggressive lane. So I guess potentially could go up there with an NP, but
10
it
seconds
doesn't seem like your
remaining.
usual matchup.
Yeah, but they
5 seconds
maybe if
remaining.
like they already knew the lanes, they could go, okay, we can put the Fury in top versus whatever, and then put the Razor mid, and then we could have some spam lane with like the Coddle, and then we could just crush the lanes that way. But they don't know what they're up against.
Yeah.
They don't know what lanes they're facing, so assuming that is a bit difficult. So this keeper is definitely going to be full position. It's probably going to be Katzel playing it. It's really, where does he go? Well, we weren't going to really find out until the next 3 picks, so speculation might be a bit risky.
I also feel like that means if you're OG and you're even thinking about putting Tiny in like a 1 or 2, it might not be as likely anymore. That Coddle with that blinding light could be really annoying. So
yeah, I would
3.
discourage picking Tiny as a core in this game, because one, you have to keep a Quelling Blade at all times because of the trees, and you have to worry about the Razor versus a melee hero matchup as well. And yeah, losing all your mana to Coddle is a bit more difficult when you're the one who has to hit the building. So OG's 4th pick, it could be, maybe you can even look towards like stuff like Queen of Pain and things like that, but Chara's out, so lots of the normal Razor counters are already out, like Terror Blade and such. There's always Chaos Knight if they want something, but Chaos Knight does very, very poorly against Keeper and all this stuff. He's also very slow.
What about Phantom Lancer this game?
Phantom Lancer this game, I mean, it's nice because you can dispel Mana Leak, but you can't really get away from the Razor too easily, but Furion will almost never be able to kill you. But the chances are you're going to end up like in a lane versus a Razor, or like maybe if you pick Peel now, then what Kingwin could do is they could just pick like some hero that spams out waves with the Coddle. Like I think Brewmaster's still on or something like that. They could just go clap and keep spamming that, and you're going to have a really difficult time laning.
Yeah, Beastmaster is still on the board, and so speaking of a Coddle spam lane, something we've seen before.
Yeah, that's one of the stronger ones.
Radiant team ban.
Leshrac, okay.
Now, I mentioned this earlier. We saw OG the other day. They ran an S4 Leshrac, actually. But I'm trying to recall. I think that's right. He played it in the middle, though. So it was S4 playing it, but he played it in the mid. It was a matchup against Zeus in that case, so.
5
Well,
seconds
we may be saying
remaining.
something similar here. We could see Notal be playing something safe lane and Mad playing the off lane. Or, well, anyone could really be playing the Leshrac. But I think out of all these players, I think S4 is the one that is most comfortable on Tiny. And I think it would probably be a waste of a pick if he wasn't the one playing it. Last pick or last ban for Kingwin now. This Leshrac is quite nice though, but you can clear all the trees, you can you don't really mind getting feed script that much since you can still do your damage. Razor doesn't scare you that much either because, well, you can take my damage, but I'm still going to do the magic damage.
Yeah.
He suffers a bit versus the blinding light plus mana leak combo because Leshrac without mana, well, it's not really that effective. But overall, it's a pretty nice pick, but making sure he gets through the laning phase is going to be difficult because in the lane versus either Furion or Razor, I think he gets pretty heavily punished.
OG's turn to ban.
They do ban the PL. Ultimately going back to that.
Yeah. I'm still worried about it. I'm pretty sure that PL could be moved around a bit, so it's always that factor. In fact, they could put him mid and it would force the Razor to come mid and they can move the PL away and that kind of stuff.
This is almost feeling like, what about something like a
Venomancer
final pick for OG? So a lot of magic damage,
turn
but
to pick.
Is that bad?
I would feel like, I don't think Venomancer can really do that much in a game like this. I'd say it's a bit too slow, but they do go for the Beastmaster. All right.
Huh.
So it's so it's probably Mad playing the Beastmaster off lane, Notel playing Tiny safe lane, and S4 playing the Leshrac mid. That's what I would say because Mad plays Beastmaster, or he did play a lot. Like a lot.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
And the last pick for Kingwin.
5 seconds
maybe they just pick like a Shadow Fiend or something. Oh, Legion Commander.
You may now select your heroes.
LC. We were just talking about that earlier. That is not a popular hero as of late. But so Exotic Deer will end up playing the Nature's Prophet, sure enough. You mentioned the idea of that potentially, and Patos getting on the LC. Very, very interesting finish to this draft.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about this. Well, it's like you can do the moment of courage spam. I think which one's the? Oh no, it's overwhelming odds, isn't it? I can never remember. They're all just so absurdly
It's the
named.
nuke,
Yeah, the nuke. You can just spam that out and make sure you clear the wave out. So yeah, it's mad playing the Beastmaster, and they're just going to be guaranteeing farm on this Nature's Prophet, but he will be leaning against a Beastmaster most likely. So the Bane will have to help out a bit there. And I'm pretty sure once Nature's Prophet gets off to a good start, like the Phase boots, the Blightstone, maybe Orb of Venom or something like that, then the lane gets pretty fine for him.
All right, here we go. Into game number 2 now, OG versus Team Kinguin. Again, S4 having his hands on Leshrac, but like we talked about, it's, as we saw before, it's probably going to be in that mid-matchup at this point.
Yeah, I think this Leshrac versus Razor matchup, I think it should start off rather badly for the Leshrac, because I don't really know of any way that you can really get those last hits without someone helping you. So probably going to be seeing Fly or Jerax walk in there. Most likely Fly. And maybe Elder Sash will walk in there as well. So we'll be seeing a little 2v2 in the mid lane for a bit. And then Leshrac is the kind of hero, though, versus Razor. He doesn't suffer that much because Leshrac can farm the woods very, very effectively. He can also push out the lane rather easily. So he doesn't really suffer from that damage drain past like level 5 or so. It's a question of, are things going to go really badly in that little time period there before he hits that period where he can go jungle?
Apparently S4 has been playing a bit of Leshrac as well since Dota Plus. It's level 2 on this hero.
Oh, yeah. Everyone has, apart from Jerax, and it doesn't even... Oh, no, he does have Dota Plus, he just hasn't played ET in a pub yet.
that sounds a little surprising to me, but maybe he just plays it so much in tournament games that he's like, I know this hero in and out. Why even bother?
Also, playing ET in pubs can probably be a bit depressing because you need to combo with people quite a lot.
True.
You need to do like quite advanced laning stuff and make sure that you play the lane correctly, because if ET falls behind, like when he tries to do his stacking and briefcasing shenanigans, then it can be pretty hard to recover.
30 seconds to battle.
Okay. Elder Titan, speaking of him, Jerax is getting pretty deep in here to the Radiant jungle. He's going to see Bane and make his way back.
He's doing a little bit of searching, working out if he has to do the creep pull or not.
It's just Bane for now, though.
So let's just being annoying. So there should be 3 bounty runes for OG.
The battle begins.
Unless he decides to go for the sleep here, but very much doubt that.
Yep, they're going to get 3. Patel's the only one to get one on Kinguin's side.
So, just looking at the lanes right now, it's like, this bot lane should go, I would say pretty one-sided because the Bane is here. This mid lane should go also pretty one-sided because Razor is, there's no real way for Leshrac to last hit in this lane without using stun. And top lane, I'd say that's pretty even because Witch Doctor is just kind of obnoxious to deal with.
Where are my trees? I'll cut down. No trees to work with. And let the Wild Axe spam begin. Same thing with Illuminate, though, and the overwhelming odds. So this is going to be a game of spam up here.
Yeah, there's just no Crute waves to be. They're just all going to die very, very quickly indeed.
Yeah. It'll be entertaining to see how that plays out. Really, it actually sets up to be a 2-1-2, though, in the end. As our lane setup goes, Elisa bottom lane. He's getting a little lower, but knowing that Tiny, obviously he went the tree grab first, so no avalanche or toss to be worried about yet. Although he still has to worry about this.
Yeah, that's a risk of staying in this lane. You don't want that to happen too often because otherwise the Tiny's just going to get way too far ahead. And honestly, when a Furion is behind versus a Tiny in lane, the trees become a bit of a liability, as you can imagine.
Yeah, so he's back to the bottom lane, but definitely does not want to let that happen again. See Jerax, all that damage, plus 60 that he has right now. So he gets any right clicks off on the Bane, for example. That's something he has to worry about. Tiny is going to be slept. Some good auto attacks.
He's really feeling that 0 armor right now.
Yeah. He's got the salve, though, so he'll use it here. And heal on up. The Razor versus the Leshrac middle lane. Katzor, he looks like he was in the area, at least. Katzor. There you go.
Yeah, it's just S4 is doing what he can to mitigate the damage. He got a few free last hits because Nisha kind of was a bit generous early on. And now he's trying to keep it under his tower as much as he can. This is a nice way to deal with Razor. You just farm under your tower, and then when you can't farm under your tower, you farm with nukes. But losing 38 damage, that's not too good.
Bottom lane, Bane. Nightmare's not going to save him. Yeah, double damage Tiny. That mixed with Jarex and the Astral. I mean, the plus 66 damage, it's understandable that he just melted. So that's back to
not
back
really that much
decimation.
to go about that one.
Oh, and he's actually in trouble again. The Echo Stomp with the double damage still active. Elisa is going to barely survive because of the Brain Sap, and he's good for now. Picks up the tree, going to throw it. That's just it. He's killing exotic deer in the meantime. He's like, all right, if you don't want me to kill Bane, I'll just kill you. I'm fine with that. And
sometimes you just wake up and realize you're next to the double damage Tiny.
Yeah.
That's a horrible thing to be involved in.
Bottom lane not going as planned for KINGUIN, that's for sure.
And mid lane either. S4 has managed to keep even on CS. He's staying even on XP as well, and then he's going to get his bottle and start spamming out these waves even more. I think he's got past the most difficult bit of this lane already.
So I mentioned that it's not going as planned, but at the same time, Exotic Deer is farming very well, 18 and 10 with CS, so.
Yeah, compared to the 9 and 0, so he's still doing okay in net worth, and he's going to get his phase boots at a decent time.
Okay.
But it's just making sure he doesn't die again is probably going to be the priority here. They still have their ward, which sees what Bane is doing. Which is right now waiting to pick up some bounty runes. Or are they going to toss in Jarex to go for the stomp? No.
No, Jarex is instead going to run into Bane at the 4-minute rune. Nightmare comes out, and Elisa will walk away. Guys, by the way, I know there's the issue with the sound delay. Like I said, I thought I adjusted it the wrong way, it looks like. So, unfortunately, I noticed that when I stream like a little bit longer, like 5-6 hours, for some reason my audio sync starts to go off a little bit, so I have to make some adjustments. But hopefully it should be better / fixed now. So let me know in 2 minutes from now if it for sure is. All right. Back to the game, though.
I suppose just farming mid against the Razor, getting what he can. He's managed to persevere until he's got his bottle, which is nice. But now the difference is starting to show with the Razor getting a bit ahead in XP.
Middle lane, Leshrac. Damage going to be set. Nisha avoided the stomp, actually. Well played right there as far as positioning goes. But Bane, not the same story. Brain Sap will only delay the inevitable. S4 takes him out with that Lightning Storm. So another kill going the way of OG. 4-0 start for them now.
The way these lanes have kind of gone, it's like OG have complete control over like the bounty runes in this game. So everyone's gone bottle. Tiny's got a bottle. Leshrac has a bottle. Beastmaster has a bottle. And this is like a far cry from most games where no one would have one. And Exotic Deer is getting ran at.
Yep, one more auto attack should do it. The Sprout attempt is not enough. And he goes down. You see the Quelling Blade on Tiny as well, just in case. So can chop through those trees if need be. Top lane, Patos. He's fine. But Matt is having a great time up here. He's level 5. His CS, 33 and 6, of course, top in the charts right now. But yeah, CS-wise, I mean, it's actually decent for KINGUIN at their 3 cores. They're 2 through 4.
Bane just ran into tower. Okay, that was a bit odd. He just highlighted the fact that he was coming in for this.
Wanted to get that Brain Sap, man.
Oh. But now, Leshrac is probably going to get given this top rune. Unless Bane can really contest him for it.
Arcane.
And he will get it.
Yeah, picked up, and now Bane's actually in the area to contest as mentioned, but actually Illuminate being channeled up from Katzor off to the side, hits S4 running the other direction, pops his ultimate of the Pulse Nova, and is going to keep on running, but Exotic Deer TP's in, S4 hits the split earth immediately. Matt, he's now trying to help his teammate out. He has a Primal Roar, he's going to activate it right here. They're going to kill Bane with this, and S4 still juking and jiving. He's got a TP. Will he end up using it? Not just yet. In fact, they want to kill Exotic Deer. No, he avoids the split earth, though, but he's not going to avoid that. The Illuminate comes through, connects onto S4. At least finally finished the job. A double kill for Matt in the meantime. Beastmaster.
Making sure that Leshrac dies is important, but Mad with a nice rotation there, making sure they get 2 kills at least for what looked pretty disastrous. And all the while, Notel making use of this time where Furion is away, getting a lot of damage on the spot tower. So, OG, despite that little event, they're still doing pretty well. Staying ahead of net worth. Jarax is a bit isolated here. Quali's going to come in to help.
Giving up a lot of damage to Razor, but it doesn't really matter when he's dead.
That's a lot of damage right there.
4 heroes.
Notel just laughing from the bottom lane.
They did smoke on a ward there, by the way. It was pinged out immediately.
So hopefully Patos is going to realize that something's up and he's going to walk away. As he does. Oh, that stack. S4 is just going to claim this.
Oh, nice.
There's another one as well.
Yep. Pulse Nova going out, and that's a feels bad man moment for the Radiant side. Bottom lane. Tiny. He puts a stun out a little bit too early, though, as Nature's Prophet was still TPing in. So he's going to keep running. Has a toss. They look to chase further. Bane is not going. They're sticking around for the 8-minute run. This could be risky. Astral Spirit will catch Bane, though.
Well, another DD rune for Tiny here. I wonder if we'll see a repeat of what happened before.
That's convenient. No-Tail, by the way, he's going the drums build, it looks like.
Yeah, it's just he just needs to have stats and just to join fights. He's the main fighting hero here, I think. I'm pretty sure the Leshrac is going to take a bit of a back seat once he gets his mana boost and start farming up a bit more. And then that's when Tiny and Beastmaster are going to run around. Beastmaster's already got his medallion, looks like, and he's also got a smoke on the bird fly.
Oh, Razor again trying to avoid the stomp. This time he does it, but he's sapping all of that damage still. So again, he's hitting hard, but he's going to die in the long run. The Pulse Nova helping to take him down. They do kill Leshrac, but it's so far 2 for 1 in favor of OG. Jerax getting credit for both of them even. Echo Stomp here. Not going to connect.
So Jerax won that fight.
Yep.
Tiny's just working on this bot lane. He's level 7, almost 8, whereas the Furion, he's having to move around the map so much, incurring these deaths as he does so. He's falling down to the bottom of the net worth, now being passed by Jerax. So he's working on his drum, but he's level 5 compared to the 8 of Tiny. He's just getting dragged around the shop.
LC, of course, something you want to start doing is second E at level 6, even if possible. But Patos looking for duels, and so far hasn't been able to get anything just yet. He's going to head back to the top.
There's no real way for him to do anything here. He has to smoke with the Bane, but Bane's still trying to get his level 6 medal. Okay, here's a way to get dual damage.
There you go. There's a dual victory right on cue. Oh, Zomp hits. Maledict is on him, but not enough follow-up damage.
Dire are scanning.
So,
No real follow-up.
it's the attack. He'll run away.
Gonna farm bot with his Coffin, keep this wave pushed out. Notel's just really happy farming here, I think.
S4. Does he go the Bloodstone, you think? Is that pretty much expected?
I mean, he could go Yules before, he could go Bloodstone straight away. I think he's just got a lot of space to work with this game. Just whatever will... I'm pretty sure Bloodstone, Yules, and then into some armor item would probably be the way to go. Maybe even, I've been seeing Treads, Yules, Lincolns and stuff coming out from some Leshracs, but I still prefer the Bloodstone myself. See if he agrees with me.
Yeah.
There's a little chase of Jerax here. He's going to get sprouted up.
Yeah, they're going deep for this, though. He's going to use the Earth Splitter on himself. It does connect on Anisha. Now Fly is here to assist, so is the Beastmaster. The axe is coming out. He's going to be slept up, however. Can't follow up the prettiest initially. Razor, though, that cask bouncing around. The Maledict put up. Nisha for surviving for now. Wrath of Nature bouncing around as well. Nature's Prophet locked down by that Primal Roar, and S4 comes in to clean up. So after all of that chase, it ends up being a turn kill on a Nature's Prophet. And No-Tail pushes bottom tower.
Again, it's some action happens, Furion TP's in, Furion's the one that catches the brunt of OG's damage. And he's making space currently. He's making space for Nisha, and he's making space for this LC, but Nisha's suffering. He's not doing too well, and LC still waiting on that Blink Dagger, so it's going to be a while before we see any returns on the space he's making.
1,700 gold saved up. Look at the smoke, though. 3 heroes. Happening around middle lane.
He's getting spotted here.
Yep, he goes back in. Nisha's fast, but he's not going to be fast enough. There's the connect, and the wand use actually going to keep alive. The blinding light at the last second. Flag goes down, actually. Elisa's going to die for this, but they keep the Razor alive. Wow.
He missed the Maledict there, yeah.
That's
he's
why.
saying sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he lived.
Yeah, look at that. Sorry. Whoops. I just figured he was gonna tick down, but yeah, you're right. That would make more sense then.
But now we have Arcane Rune on the Tiny, 1.2k gold, so he's going to push out this bot lane probably, just farm a bit more. What's Jarek's done with his money? He's bought an Urn and a Quelling Blade. He's had enough of Fury.
Makes sense there. No tail.
Let's do a Quelling Blade check. Quelling Blade Beastmaster, Quelling Blade Tiny, Quelling Blade ET. No Quelling Blade on Fly, but he's kind of accepted his fate, I guess. 200 gold for him.
Radiant's bottom
It's a bit too
tower
much.
is under attack.
Lasash is going to walk
Dire's
straight
middle
into
tower is
Fly.
under attack.
Well, almost. Turns his direction. Now they see Patos here as well, who's all of a sudden realizing he's in a bad spot. And 5 heroes of OG just collapse on top of him. Just like that. So they intended to go for Bane, actually, and sure enough, they find LC, which they'll take.
So, when you want to debut your Blink Dagger on LC, is that
Radiant's
how you
top
want it to
tower is
go?
under
No.
attack.
Short
Yeah,
answer.
Dire's
it's not
middle
really
tower
ideal.
is under attack.
Exotic Deer.
Being
Debut the
chased down
drums.
by the man.
Runs away. So top tier 1
Radiant's
tower,
top
that's an
tower
easy
is
kill
under
up here,
attack.
looks like. Tiny, by the way, the
Radiant
Blink Dagger queued up
structures
himself.
are
1,700
fortified.
gold saved up now for him.
Dire's middle
Yeah, he's
tower
very
is
farm.
under attack.
He's probably going to toss to take this tower down faster, maybe, with his Arcane Rune, take advantage of it. No, he's just going to keep hitting it. Alright. And he's just chasing down Jerax, but Jerax is not to be chased down.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah, I
is
feel like
under
we've seen that
attack.
several times now. He's kind of just running from the
Radiant's top
opposition
tower
as they're
has
running
fallen.
at him, and eventually he
Patos
not only
is going
survives,
in,
but the
but-
turn kill. Patos, that
Patos
was,
is
yeah,
going out.
if he goes in, then he's probably dead
Dire's
himself.
bottom tower is under attack.
So good
Yeah, so
decision.
you're wondering, S4 is in fact going straight for the Bloodstorm. So he's wasting no time. And Furian's managed to farm his way back up into the top of the net worth here. Oh, he's sitting at 5k. Still a long way behind the Tiny, but who isn't?
Gold is a great distributor.
Catsor has his 4-staff finished. Coddle.
Yeah, this is pretty important. Forcing people away from Beastmaster and from Tiny.
Duel. Well, they do catch the Elder Titan this time.
I scorch your name.
And that's now plus
in the
20
book of the
damage
dead.
for LC. Top lane. Razor
Razor tried to
ports
go for a pick,
in.
it didn't quite work out.
Exotic Deer trying to chase down No Tail, but the Sprout forces Nisha to walk around in the toss back as well. You hear the Primal Roar going off on top of all that. Just a complete getaway
So-
for OG.
The roar into the save from the Nightmare means he can't follow up on that, so OG having to disengage. It's a shame. Getting an Invis Rune, they also had the ward on Kingwin, but they couldn't quite find the pickoff. He's looking at Patos now, he's happy, he's got 20 dual damage so far. He's not the greatest, but he's also doing okay. You mentioned the Force stuff, which is going to be quite important in saving people. Also taking advantage of that mana leak when he does decide to actually skill it, which obviously is not typical.
Oh. Well, Patos, another
And
dual
another
victory.
duel.
That was Wrath of Nature actually getting
Dire's
credit for the
bottom
kill, but
tower is under attack.
dual victory is what
Oh, look at-
matters.
Look at this little ward here on the bounty rune. It provides vision only of the river.
That is pretty funny, actually. Oh, sees S4. Got information.
S4 is spotted. It was like, I was wondering why they were pinging him. I was like, do you see him?
Radiant's middle tower
But yeah,
is
they
under
do,
attack.
just about.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Tiny's waiting patiently here in the middle lane, hoping that somebody pokes out. Check to see what's going on. Bane perhaps could be a candidate. LC would be better. Elder Titan sends in the Astral Spirit. Fiend's Grip on reaction, but now No Tail's here. Gonna hit Bane. Out comes the save intent from LC, but the toss into the Earth Splitter. Boom goes the dynamite. It actually went off after the fact, but it looked
That was
pretty
so
still.
nice. That
Good
was so
coordination.
nice. The toss onto him
Dire's
without
top
cancelling the
tower
sleep.
is under attack.
Into the Lashrak Sun as well. Now the Claim Roche with the Medallion and
Radiant's middle
Beastmaster.
tower is under attack.
Probably get the Aegis on the Lashrak.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty strong hero for it overall.
While Furian's going to push in the spot lane, he's going to pressure this tower. Jerax is going to try and stomp this to make sure this doesn't happen. Maybe he can get the tower denied. He's got 180 damage about, so he should be able to get it done. Oh, but LC's looking.
Yeah, he wants to live. He doesn't want to deny the tower at that point. But LC at least guarantees the tower kill in their favor, so overall good play by him.
Tiny TP spot, and someone else cancelled their TP. I'm not sure who it was, but
A tithe to the impurities.
now I think OG just farm a little
Dire's
bit. They
top
get
tower
Aegis, and
is
what they're going to
under
do with
attack.
it is farm. Push out lanes, farm the Bloodstone on Leshrac, and also wait and get that high level and Necrobook on fucking that. And then it's just play it patient.
Vatos going for the duel victory. He's not going to get the victory. Going to get the kill. No. That's not an easy
just-
target to duel.
Just challenged him for a quick punch up. Decided he got bored of it after a bit. Just walked off.
Noto joins the team over in the jungle where they're taking out a couple of stacks together, and they're probably going to smoke after this, I'm guessing. Witch Doctor, he has it.
There we go. Nice. Oh, and then Tiny threw the tree because he doesn't know the mechanic. If you throw a tree, it counts as dealing a right click, and right clicks take you out of smoke. So, yeah, don't throw a tree when you're about to be smoked.
Well, he was just showing us so you can make that point. There you go. It's a learning stream.
Yep.
Always teaching. Thanks, Notel. Coddle, he's caught here. Can he blinding light? No. Can't even do that in time. Meanwhile, where was that? All the way at the bottom lane. Nature's Prophet goes down, actually.
Solo to Jarax.
Was that solo? It was.
Yep, with the Stomp as well. Now Jarax is sitting level 12. Oh, Leshrac's about to get to the secret shop as well to buy his Bloodstone. Nisha TP's out just before Mad reaches him.
Yeah.
But now they're well in position to take this tier 2 top. Bloodstone achieved 18 minutes. Not the most amazing timing, but considering the lane he had, it's decent.
Radiant's top tower is
Is that a
under
bit of lag here?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think there's a lag from earlier.
Is this like Battle Cup doing something to the servers or something? I don't know what's happening.
Enjoy your free 2,500 shards, by the way. Apparently, I guess with the whole game coordinator crash and the Battle Cup thing, Dota Plus members all received 2,500 shards. Retribution. Yeah, I still don't even know what those mean or do. I actually haven't played the game yet, so.
Yeah, I bought them because I don't know what it does. I just play Morphling and I love the Morphling and I can play the Morphling voice lines every game.
Leshrac, Bloodstone, 14 charges, good to go. They push the top tier 2 tower. And now going to make their way middle lane. Level 2 Necronomicon and Beastmaster finished. Comfortable 6,000 net worth lead.
More towers to be claimed here. Anyone walks close, oh well, they're looking at him. They found him. But
Radiant's
he's not going to be able to get the
middle
toss
tower is
before the
under
Demikip comes up. They pop the LC on Keeper, so they want to TP the LC back.
Dire's
By
bottom
that
tower
or
is
just
under
blinding
attack.
light and just trying to really push them out here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think that's going to work.
Radiant structures are fortified.
GM not to be dissuaded.
Nope. Still sticking around after the fortification. They're going to go back in. Edict, ready in 3.
I like how they're doing this without Jarax. Jarax has been in bot lane for a very long time.
Yeah, he has. Notel actually missed his avalanche initiation right there, and actually LC comes in. The duel set up on a Leshrac. Out comes the Primal Royal. Leshrac still alive at the time being. They're going to lose. They give up a duel victory to Leshrac, who pops the Aegis now after the fact, but definitely a victory for OG right there. LC's dead for 40, and there's a tier 2 tower
Radiant's
going
middle
down.
tower has fallen.
This time he's going to catch the Coddle. He tosses him back in. The cast connects. That'll finish the job on Coddle. In comes Eris, but right on top of Razor, and Razor feels the pain from it. He goes down. Triple kill for Mad. Coming out there. The axe is out of range of Bane, though.
Sorry.
Makes it away. Well, Notel, he's not done just yet. He's going to throw an exotic here, says welcome to the party. No buybacks on Kinguin across the board. OG looking strong towards a 2-0 series victory here at this rate.
Yeah, this is a bit much, I think. And Bane is going to run in and die as well. That was nice to see that Jarax forced stuff for Bane in while he was using the Fiend's Grip, so it was actually the Razor that ended up dying because he killed the Necrobook, so taking that pure damage. And now they're pinging LC's up, guys, be careful, but yeah, I don't think he's much of a threat at this point. But they are going to back up, they're going to play this safe, they're not going to hang around, they don't have any ultimates.
Exotic Deer must try to kill the tier 1 top lane. He TP's in and TP's out. Typical NP fashion.
Fortify is going to get dropped, but it's not going to save the tower. Tiny's going to go up here and he's going to push this wave out as much as he can. Ooh, he's working towards that AC. He's actually, yeah, very farm. 2 heroes, 10k net worth. Leshrac just hovering a bit behind there. He's finished up his Yules. Generally getting a lot more tanky. There's a pretty desperate smoke coming out from Kinguin now.
Yeah.
They're going to have to go behind this LC, hope he busts someone in that duel, because otherwise, if they don't get like something amazing out of this, then this game is looking very bleak.
Katos, he's leading the way, of course, has a duel ready to go. Mad is maybe a candidate. There is Witch Doctor here now as well. They just charge one in. They would like Leshrac. Actually, they do catch him initially. This time, they're not going to be able to save Leshrac, so he's dead, but he's back up. Bloodstone, thanks for that. Witch Doctor goes down. Rage in the back lines. He's locked out with the Primal Roar. The Echo Stomp hitting multiple heroes. The supporting cast. Nisha's just trying to TP out during all this. The Maldic tick down is not enough, but the Earth Splitter helps take out that supporting cast. It's Exotic Deer just going the other way.
He got a lot with that Leshrac kill, but it wasn't enough, and he comes up instantly because of the Bloodstone. Now suddenly you're dealing with this bot push. Tiny's got always working close to an AC now. He's only got a bit of gold left before he has that, and with this bot tower push, he'll probably get it. Mad is just running down the lane like a madman. At least he got Exotic Deer. He's got his Orchid now, working towards his BKB, but I think by the time he gets that, there's going to be so many items to deal with him already.
Yeah. Yeah, Nature's Prophet impact is, I mean,
tower
again, top
is
net
under
worth on the
attack.
team. And honestly, I was going to say, I mean, I feel like LC, if anything, has been like the biggest impact, but it's even third on his team in overall net worth.
Yeah.
But that's
The Furion sacrificed so much. He showed up to every single fight, and every single fight went pretty badly
Radiant's
Oh,
wrong for him.
bottom tower
It
has
started off
fallen.
with that like fight bot where he just, troubles trouble.
Dead trouble, you could say. Maybe not. Call to arms ain't going to work. Press the attack more so. LC heals on up. Jerax, he does not have his Earth Splitter. Won't matter. Split Earth connects. LC's dead for 50 now. And they're going tier 3 bottom. You see at the top lane, you got Nature's Prophet trying to push in that tower, but Bane gets chucked in, and that's going to do it, in fact. Kinguin's had enough. GG, well played. OG, 2-0. They're going to the grand finals to take on Mad Lads in a best of 5, and that will be tomorrow with a chance for the major European spot on the line for the MDL.
Leshrac just kind of, I like seeing Leshrac win. That hero just feels nice. I don't know. It's just nice to watch, I think.
Yeah.
I think Jerax is the one who mainly made the plays this game. Solo killing the Furion, just generally being in most fights. He was, I think, dominating or something, sitting above the Furion in net worth at like 7 minutes or something like that. But yeah, just nice game coming out from him. And OG doing well in almost all the lanes. They lost mid a bit, but it really didn't matter that much. And Nisha ended up suffering anyway, so just well played and well drafted.
Yeah, OG in the group stages, they had that hiccup there. Obviously, all the credit to Moriarty as well for that series victory they had against them. But definitely did not see that one coming, and you had to wonder what that was going to mean for OG going into the playoff stage. Well, what matters is they're in the finals now. What really will matter is if they can now qualify. They have the best shot here in a best-of-5 grand finals come tomorrow. Again, this is the new school OG even. As we know officially, early on today we found out Resolution no longer part of the team. It's going to be on Mad to help them qualify in those finals. And gotta say, he's been playing very solid throughout, and obviously a great performance here once again on the Beastmasters, 7-0-11. Definitely doing his part. But that should be a fun best-of-5 tomorrow. The OG versus Mad Lads. You got one team in OG, one that maybe a lot of people expected to qualify going into these qualifiers, but then Mad Lads on the other side. It make up very good players, of course. And it's just a matter, will they be on the same page and connecting like they've been these last couple of days. So should be a good one. But Rhyme, that means our day is coming to a conclusion. Sad
It's
but
been
true.
a long day at that.
Yeah, another long day in the books. 3 best-of-3s. Finishing up, only going about 8 hours here. Really not too bad when you look at it from that perspective. But overall, a good day of Dota. Rhyme, as always, though, I want to thank you for joining me as a co-caster. Really do appreciate it. Any shout-outs, any last words from yourself?
Well, thank you for having me. You can follow my Twitter. It's somewhere in the title of the stream, I'm sure. And yeah, thanks for having me again.
Always a pleasure. At Rhyme Dota, R-I-M-E, Dota. There you go. And myself at BreakyCPK. You can check out my Twitter as well. We are wrapping up for the day. Tomorrow, though, we are going to be back. At least the broadcast will. I wanted to double check 100% when it should be tomorrow. Don't have the information in front of me. I want to say it's going to be at the same default time as it's been basically every day. So if I'm not mistaken, it should be at 9 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay, so 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Eastern, 1400 Central European Time is what we're looking at come tomorrow. Again, Mad Lads versus OG. Best of 5. No advantages or anything. It's straight up best of 5. Winner goes to the major MDL event. Loser will come up just short here from the European region. So hopefully, guys, you enjoyed the broadcast today. Again, I was BreakyCPK, joined by Rhyme Dota. Have a good night, guys. Congratulations one more time to both OG and Mad Lads. We'll see them both tomorrow. Until then.